Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the noise and demands of the outside world? Have you ever wondered if you could be happier being alone? In our connected society, being alone is often seen as a negative thing. But today we are going to discover the surprising advantages that this voluntary solitude can offer you. We will explore how the ancient Stoics found solitude a powerful tool to strengthen the mind, cultivate inner peace, and live a full and meaningful life. From finding tranquility to unleashing your creativity, loneliness is not just the absence of company, but an opportunity to grow and rediscover yourself. If you're ready to change your perception about being alone and discover how it can transform you, keep watching. And if you are interested in this journey towards self-knowledge, don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss any details of our exploration. Now, join me on this introspective journey, starting with how loneliness can reduce the drama in our lives. Chapter 1. Less drama, more tranquility. We begin our journey in the heart of one of the most palpable benefits of solitude, a life with less drama and more peace. But how do we really achieve this state of tranquility? In our daily lives, we often find ourselves immersed in situations that not only consume our time, but also our emotional energy. From family disputes to tensions at work, drama seems to follow us everywhere. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic, taught us that you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realizing this is the path to strength. Reflecting on this quote, we can see how decreasing our focus on external conflicts focuses us on what we can really control: our responses. An effective way to reduce drama is by setting clear boundaries. Solitude gives us the space to evaluate which situations are truly worthy of our energy. Additionally, practicing daily reflection helps us identify patterns in our interactions that could be fostering unnecessary conflict. By distancing ourselves from conflictive situations, we not only gain mental clarity, but we also improve our emotional and physical health. Less stress means a healthier heart, more restful sleep, and a more positive attitude toward life. Consider Seneca, another great of Stoicism, who sought regular retreats from public life to meditate on his actions and thoughts. These periods of reflection allowed him to return to his duties with renewed wisdom and less inclination toward conflict. So I invite you to think, how much drama could you eliminate if you took some time to be alone? How would that change your daily life? Chapter 2. Independence and freedom. Now, let's move on to a benefit deeply linked to solitude: independence and personal freedom. But can being alone really free us? Independence not only means being physically alone, but also having the ability to make decisions and act according to our own criteria without constant external influence. It is the freedom to be authentically yourself. Seneca tells us, do not depend on the fortunes of others. Work diligently on your own virtue. This message resonates especially in solitude, where we can cultivate our own strengths and weaknesses without the shadow of others' judgment. One way to strengthen independence is to set and pursue personal goals that are meaningful to you. Whether it's learning a new language, starting a hobby, or developing a skill, doing something just for the joy of it fosters a deep sense of freedom. When we become more independent, our relationships transform too. We stop seeking constant approval from others and begin to interact in a more genuine and balanced way, appreciating connections for their quality and not their quantity. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on how independence could change your life. Are there decisions that you have been putting off or changes that you have avoided for fear of loneliness or what people will say? Chapter 3. Authenticity and personal fulfillment. Continuing our journey towards the advantages of solitude, we find two essential pillars for a full life: authenticity and personal fulfillment. How does solitude help us achieve these states? Authenticity is the genuine expression of our thoughts and feelings, aligned with our deepest values and beliefs. In solitude, without the pressure to conform to social expectations, we can hear our inner voice more clearly. Epictetus taught us that only the educated are free. True education, according to the Stoics, involves a deep knowledge of oneself, which is crucial to living authentically. A powerful practice for cultivating authenticity is reflective writing. By writing down our thoughts and emotions regularly, we can discover underlying patterns and beliefs that shape our perspective of the world and ourselves. Living authentically leads us to greater personal fulfillment. We feel more satisfied and fulfilled when our actions reflect our true beliefs and desires, rather than being a replica of others' expectations. When was the last time you took time to really listen to yourself, without the distractions of the external world? I encourage you to find a space just for yourself this week, even if it's just an hour, to connect with your true desires and aspirations. Chapter 4. Resilience and Mental Strength. Now we will explore how loneliness not only allows us to discover who we really are, but also to build an internal strength that prepares us to face any adversity. Resilience and mental strength are treasures that are cultivated in the silence of our own company. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. It's like a muscle that gets stronger with exercise. Solitude offers the space necessary for this mental training. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the best way to take revenge on life is not to look like it. In other words, not let ourselves be brought down by adversity, but rise above them. Practicing meditation and contemplation are effective ways to build resilience. In the stillness of solitude, we can face our fears and anxieties, processing them in ways that reduce their impact on us. Strengthening our minds helps us see daily challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and learn. This changes our perspective on life, infusing us with realistic optimism. I invite you to consider how solitude could help you strengthen your resilience. Are there spaces in your day that you could dedicate to being alone with yourself, reflecting and strengthening your mind? Chapter 5. Creativity and Personal Space. Our final chapter explores how solitude is not only a refuge for rest and reflection, but also a powerful catalyst for creativity. Let's discover how personal space and alone time can be your most valuable allies in awakening your inner genius. Personal space, when used as a sanctuary for the mind, can be transformed into a studio for creativity. This space doesn't need to be large or extravagant. Even a small corner can be an oasis for inspiration. Epictetus noted that happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of a principle. Some things are under our control, and others are not. Applying this to creativity, we understand that while we cannot control inspiration, we can manage our environment to encourage it. An effective technique is the practice of minimalism in our personal space, eliminating distractions that prevent us from concentrating. Additionally, incorporating elements that stimulate the senses, such as soft music or colors that calm or energize us, can enhance creativity. Historically, many of the great advances and ideas have emerged in times of isolation. Newton developed the theory of gravity while isolating himself during the Great Plague. These moments of solitude allow our minds to wander and explore uncharted territories. What personal space can you dedicate to your creativity? Are there changes you could make to turn a corner of your home into a haven for your passions? I encourage you to take that first step today, creating a place where your mind can fly free. Conclusion. Today we have journeyed through the many dimensions of being alone, from finding peace and reducing drama in our lives to cultivating our independence, authenticity, resilience, and creativity. Each of these chapters has shown us how loneliness, far from being a state to fear, is actually a powerful ally on our path towards self-knowledge and personal fulfillment. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." Solitude offers us a unique space to calibrate those thoughts and align them with our true aspirations and values. I invite you to embrace moments of solitude and use them to reflect on your life, your decisions, and how you can live more fully and authentically. What will you discover about yourself in the silence? Thank you for joining me on this introspective journey. I hope this video has inspired you to see loneliness in a new and enriching way. If this video has been useful to you, please subscribe to the channel and activate notifications for more content like this. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your own experiences with loneliness or how you plan to apply what we've discussed today in your daily life. Until next time, keep exploring, growing, and finding beauty in solitude. See you soon.